In this world of ours, a world of constant pings, notifications, and endless chatter, the ability to just sit down and truly focus has become something of a superpower. It's a skill that's getting rarer by the day, which of course makes it incredibly valuable.
So, that really is the big question, isn't it? Based on Cal Newport's incredible book, that's what we're tackling. How do you actually cut through all that noise to do work that matters? Well, the answer lies in mastering a skill that, honestly, most of us have completely lost.
All right, so to win this battle for focus, first you got to understand the battlefield. Newport lays it all out for us by splitting all professional work into two very, very different buckets. And trust me, just knowing the difference is a total game changer.
Okay, first up, we've got deep work. This is the good stuff. This is the magic. Think of a programmer completely lost in a complex piece of code, or a writer crafting the perfect chapter. It's when you're in the zone, distraction-free, pushing your brain to its absolute limit.
And then you've got its opposite, shallow work. Oh, we all know this stuff. It's the endless emails, the back-to-back meetings that could have been an email, the constant pings on Slack. It's the busy work that fills our days but doesn't really move the needle. And we're usually doing it while our brain is in a million other places.
So here's the bottom line, and this is so important. Deep work is where the real value is created. It's how you actually get better at what you do, how you produce things that nobody else can, and frankly, it's what makes you, well, pretty much irreplaceable.
So, why is this distinction so critical? Because failing to make time for deep work isn't just a bad habit. It has a real, measurable cost, and it's probably way bigger than you think.
Okay, now this is the part that just blew my mind. It's a concept Newport calls attention residue. You think that quick 30-second glance at your inbox is harmless, right? Nope. Turns out our brains can't switch gears that fast. For up to 20 minutes after that quick glance, a piece of your focus is still stuck on that last email. Your attention is literally fragmented.
And that leads us to this incredibly simple but powerful formula. The quality of your work isn't just about how many hours you put in. See that intensity of focus part? That's a multiplier. If your focus is shattered into a million pieces from constant interruptions, it doesn't matter if you work 12 hours straight. Your output is still going to be, well, mediocre at best.
So, the big question is, how do we fight back? How do we reclaim our focus? The good news is, Newport doesn't just tell us we have a problem, he gives us a plan. A prescription, really. 4 clear, actionable rules to build a deep work habit from the ground up.
These 4 rules really are a complete system. They're designed to work together to change your habits, your mindset, and even how you structure your day. So let's dive in and break them down.
Rule number 1 is all about making deep work a ritual, not something you hope happens by accident. You need a strategy. Maybe you go full monastic and totally isolate yourself. Or you could be bimodal, where you have intense, deep work weeks followed by more open, shallow work weeks. More realistically, for most of us, there's the rhythmic approach, a set time every single day for deep work. Or journalistic, where you learn to squeeze in focus whenever you can. The point is, you have to pick one and stick to it.
All right, rule 2. This one's tough, I'm not going to lie. You have to embrace boredom. Think about it. Every time you're waiting in line and you instantly pull out your phone, you're training your brain to need constant stimulation. You're weakening your concentration muscle. You've got to rebuild that strength by just letting yourself be bored sometimes.
Rule number 3 is a bit of a bombshell. Quit social media. Now, Newport's test here is brilliant. He doesn't ask if a tool gives you any benefit. The question is, does this tool give you a substantial benefit toward your most important goals? If the answer is no, then the cost to your focus just isn't worth it.
And finally, Rule 4, drain the shallows. This means you get really intentional with your time. You schedule your entire day. You give every single minute a job. This isn't about being a robot. It's about forcing yourself to see where your time is actually going so you can protect those big, important blocks for real, deep work.
So, after all this work, what's the big payoff? Well, it's not just about getting more done. It's about gaining a real, sustainable, and frankly, an unfair advantage in your career.
And this just says it all, doesn't it? You could spend 12 fragmented, distracted hours and produce something, okay. Or you could spend 4 hours in pure, uninterrupted, deep focus and create something truly exceptional. It's about working smarter, deeper, not just longer.
For me, this is the single most powerful idea in the whole book.
The fact that everyone else is distracted, that's not just a problem, it's a massive economic opportunity. As more and more people lose their ability to concentrate, the very few who actively cultivate it become exponentially more valuable.
So let's end with this, because mastering focus isn't just another productivity hack. In today's economy, it is the defining skill for success. So the only question left is, are you ready to be the person who wins?